Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to BC Tactical, where we talk about all kinds of stuff you probably don't want to know about. But tonight, one of the things that we're going to talk about is the infamous, and this is what our producer R.C. Burns picked out. The infamous survival kit in a sardine can. How good could it be? Well, this is kind of pretty neat. Comes from a company called whistlecreek.com. Whistlecreek.com, and they are in Mammoth Spring, Arkansas. So this is an Arkansas company. And I'm pretty big on Arkansas. I live there and stuff. So anyway, we're going to check it out and see what we get in the survival kit in a sardine can. All right, so I know you guys have seen these out there somewhere, and at some point you have asked yourself, "Ooh, is it worth it?" Well, I don't know, because I've never used one. I've never used one or tried to do any survivaling with one, but I can tell you that when you've got a survival kit in a sardine can, you can't tell what's in it until you open it. So I think that is a negative. I think that's a negative. Ooh, pop the seal. You ready for this, RC? I pop the seal and I open it up. All right, so one thing we got is this lid. What could you do with this lid in a survival situation? One thing you could do with this lid in a survival situation is you could cut the hell out of your finger and make things worse. Yes, and you could use that pop top right there as a fishing lure, and maybe you could cut the side of that out or something to make fishing hooks, and you could use this stuff to make a fishing lure with, so it kind of flit around in the water or something. So anyway, you could use this for things. I mean, it's a metal deal. So there's that. So you got that, and I will tell you, that edge is pretty sharp too. So when you go to dig in here to get your stuff out, and you got to kind of pry in the side right there, don't cut your finger, because that'll make things worse. All right, so, oh, wow, okay, so, that smells crazy. So we got this. It's in a nice little baggie. So you got your baggie, waterproof stuff or whatever, so you can keep stuff waterproof even after you open it. And inside the baggie, I'll take that stuff out carefully so I don't lose anything. You got the baggie itself, so that's not bad. It's not the worst quality I've ever seen. Then you have a paper clip, and a paper clip can be used for any number of things. I saw a friend of mine that we called MacGyver Johnson. MacGyver Johnson used 4 of these and jump started a car. Do you believe that? It's true. I saw it. And Kelly doesn't make up stories. If Kelly tells you that a rooster can pull a freight train, then hook him up, because it's going to happen. All right, so here we go. We got some survival instructions. This says, hey, don't cut your finger on the tin. All right, so it's got some survival instructions. It tells you about what to do with fish hooks and all that stuff in fishing. We have a piece of duct tape. Look at that. Ooh, it's duct tape. There we go, so we know what that's for. This is a alcohol prep pad. Alcohol prep pad. That's good for if you cut your finger. Then you have the Baxitracin zinc ointment. Zinc ointment, Baxitracin. So if you do cut your finger, you won't get it. Anyway, I'll get off the finger cutting thing. Ammonophen. Ammonophen. I'm not sure what that is. I think ammonophen. It's good for headache, toothache. I'm getting a headache, really common cold. And I think my dad uses these when he's wanting to have relations with a female. Anyway, maybe it's because he has a headache. And then there's salt. So we got a salt packet there. And we have Ultra Good matches. Look at those, Ultra Good matches. It's the old style pack, and anyway, so you got a match. They burn pretty good, so I mean, it's a match. They're the little paper style matches. And then you have a single Lipton black tea bag. tea bag. So every time I say that, my kids laugh, and I don't understand. I like tea, but every time I say tea bag, my son especially, he's like, "Well, you said tea bag." I don't get it. All right, so then we got all this other trinkety stuff in here. We have a 4-cent whistle. I call this a 4-cent whistle because when I was a child and you would walk in the store, they would have crap in these little bins up by the front, and these whistles were like 4 cents. That's not going to help much. That's going to piss you off. Then we've got a sugar packet. Maybe we can coat that whistle with the sugar coat it. Terrible joke night with Kelly at BC Tackle. Then you got a safety pin that I will step on later. Glad it's safety. And then we have a piece of Wrigley's gum, one single piece. All right, so because that package with 5 pieces it wouldn't fit in here, maybe, I'm not sure. They have a short pencil. Why would they cut off the eraser? I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, and an unwrapped bullion cube. But I guess if it's in a sardine can, it's hermetically sealed, and that doesn't taste like soup cube thing. All right, here we have some more stuff. We've got a piece of a little roll of string stuff, a little line that you could fish with or tie up a terrible shelter with. Let's see what else we got in here. And we have a compass. It is very small. I get it up there right. Anyway, does it point north? It does if you shake it around and hold it just right. All right, then we've got a single razor blade, which would have come in handy the other day when my dad was here. He needed some mountain surgery. And then at the very bottom, we have a what the English call a plaster, a Band-Aid. So if you cut your finger on the can, you can dig to the very bottom and you can get that Band-Aid. Use the alcohol prep pad and take a anaphin or whatever that is. Was it anaphin? All right, aminophyn. I'm sorry, RC. Then you have a Tootsie Roll, which I gotta tell you, if you haven't had a Tootsie Roll in a while, Tootsie Roll's my favorite. I mean, I absolutely adore Tootsie Rolls. This Tootsie Roll has been melted. All right, now I'm pissed because I love Tootsie Rolls. I think Tootsie Rolls are the greatest in the world. And that one tastes like an old stale piece of Wrigley's chewing gum. So now I got this chocolatey chewing gum taste stuck in my teeth, and that ain't worth shit, man. RC can tell you that. If you ruin a Tootsie Roll, man, that ain't worth a shit. All right, so we got one more thing in here. Oh, nice. It is the world's smallest fish hook. It is so small that I haven't been able to pick it up, so I'm going to do this, and then I will try to show it to you. The world's smallest fish hook. Look at that guy. There it is. The world's smallest fish hook. Look at that. Guinness Book of World. Shit. That landed right next to the pin, probably, the safety pin. But there's no safety. There's no safety on a hook. Damn. At least we got wood floors in here, so I can find it, maybe. All right. And then, of course, you've got the empty sardine can, which luckily doesn't look like it ever had a sardine in it. But I guess you could, it says you can cook in this. Even though they put a sticker on the back and that would burn, I guess you could use that for some kind of, well, if it'll come off, maybe you could use it for some kind of fire starting something. kind of came off. But anyway, it'll burn, look like shit. And then don't put this too close to the fire. This is one of those things you want to put some water in it and then put it kind of up here, because it will burn a hole through the bottom. So if you're a survival person and you're going on a hike or something like that, and you think, you know what, $10, $10, I can get me a survival kit and a sardine can. Now you know what's in it, and now you know you shouldn't buy it. Even though it's from an Arkansas company, everything in it is junk and it's packaged that way or whatever. And if anybody from their company wants to call me out, it's whistlecreek.com. Whistlecreek.com. They can send me an email and they can tell me that I'm a sorry bastard. That's been a going thing today. I had to unlock a car for a lady who was stranded, and another woman came out and told me I took her parking place and that I was a sorry bastard. So there we go. So to everybody out in YouTube land, and especially to the nice old lady in apartment 14, I really appreciate everything. We appreciate you guys watching. And damn, I'm still looking for that hook. I'm going to have a hard time with that. So anyway, for Kelly Baker and RC Burns here at BC Tactical, we hope that you guys have a great week. All right, we'll see you next time.